Hi everybody, it's Scarlet Pete, Self-Sufficiency, and welcome back to my knitting machine series. We're still in the cleaning section here, so I just thought I'd show you quickly how to clean the underneath of the carriage. To do that, we need a brush that comes with the machine, but if you don't have one of these, quite a good quality stiff paintbrush will do. And all we're going to do is just sweep along, and you'll see you knock out quite a bit of bits of fluff, bits of wool. All we're going to do is just brush it along, cleaning out nicely, making sure we don't knock anything or drop the carriage, which I'm about to do because I'm doing this one-handed. We clean along the copper guide rail there. You see that gets out quite a bit of fluff. And we follow where the needles would go. So along here, let me show you where the needles would go actually. Shall I get the thing out? So the needles go into the carriage. And then, let's have a look, where are we? It goes along here. These are the cams, and these are like the selecting gates here. So it's in this direction. The machine takes the needles to do its thing, or in this direction, depending on what you have selected. So that's what we're cleaning out. We're just brushing along quite strongly, but not forcing anything. So that's that all cleaned out nicely along there. Next thing we're going to do is get a lint-free cloth. Now a lint-free cloth would be a piece of t-shirt material, a piece of cotton. It wouldn't be a yellow duster that you dust the house with, because that would have little bits of lint, bits of fluff that would get into your machine. So I'm going to go get somebody's old t-shirt. Right, I've gone and robbed a t-shirt off my son. And all we're going to do is just wipe along the carriage like this. Then we're going to get a little bit that will fit. Let me just try and get it. And thread it and feed it along the rail. And we're going to go up and down inside the rail there to clean any oil out of that. Checking that the ball bearing running bearings here and here are running nice and freely as we do it. As you can see, we got quite a lot of dirt out of those copper runners there, or the brass runners I should say. Just going to check that the drums are running nicely. This one's a bit stiff, so that's going to need a bit of attention in the future by the look of things. This one's really much easier. That's for another video though. So that's how we clean the bottom of the carriage. We would use the same brush along here just to give a quick sweeping motion, and we're going to need to put some oil on. So let me show you. This is the oil that comes with a knitting machine. You really do need to use knitting machine oil, sewing machine oil, not WD-40. Very rarely would I use WD-40. I might have a go to see how I can free the drums up with the WD-40, but I bet you this has probably got a bit of yarn stuck around it somewhere by the feel of that, the tension I can feel in it. So remove the lid, and it's got a little brush, and all we do is put it on the silver part, so there and there, like that, a little bit in there, in the brass rail, a little bit on the nylon rail here at the front, and then in the area where I said before that the needles will be running, just in those areas. Just like that. I don't usually use knitmaster, so I can't remember how much oil you're supposed to put on the drums, but I'm just going to put a little bit because I'm going to clean those up. And then when we're using the oil on the machine here, we would just put some drops as we go along, just on the shiny parts of the bed, just there, you see? And some on the back rail as well. Now too much oil is worse than not enough. Believe me, it's horrible otherwise. You get oil all over your work. Not good. You can run a little bit like that up and down on the needle butts, or you can put it on a cloth and then rub your cloth up and down. And that is it. That is all the oil it needs. It does not need to turn the bed black when it works. If you're getting when you're moving the needles, if you're getting black, showing here black oil, you've put too much oil on, and put less on next time. Hope that's helped you. That was just a quickie on how to oil your machine on the carriage and the bed. Thanks for watching. See you soon.